Trying to find the best travel backpack? Well, I bought 8 of them so I could look at them side by side and help you find the one that's best for you. Each of these has some great extras, from waterproof pockets to USB attachments to included packing cubes and detachable straps. We'll look at each of them, and if along the way you find a bag that you love, there are links in the description below. So let's get started. First up is probably the simplest of all these bags, but it's a bestseller for a reason. This Matein travel backpack is really high quality. With thick fabric and durable zippers, I'm fairly certain this will outlast all the other bags on my list. It may not have a bunch of extras, but it's a solid bag. The large fits about 4 days of my husband's extra large spring, summer, fall men's clothing, and about a week of my medium women's clothing. The large is small enough to fit under nearly all airplane seats and counts as a personal item rather than a carry-on. The extra large fits a week of my husband's extra large clothing and about 10 days of mine. It's small enough to count as a personal item on some airlines, but make sure you check the exact measurements for your flight before you pack. The one special addition to these bags is that the backpack straps are removable and slip right into the zipper pouch, so you can switch this to a regular bag without straps to trip over whenever you need to. It's a solid choice and my winner for durability. Next up is the Taygeer. This Taygeer travel backpack has some really useful additions. With 2 waterproof pouches, one built in and one free, perfect for toiletries that could spill or ruin clothes, or wet swimsuits at the end of a trip. It also has a USB attachment that allows you to put a portable charger in the bag and charge a phone or tablet on the outside. The large fits about 4 days of my husband's extra large spring, summer, fall clothing and about a week of my medium women's clothing. And it's small enough to fit under nearly all airplane seats and counts as a personal item rather than carry-on. The extra large fits a week of my husband's extra large clothing and about 10 days of mine. It's small enough to count as a personal item on some airlines, but of course, make sure you check the airline's exact measurement requirements before you pack either of these bags. The Taygeer is my choice for most practical bag for beach vacations. Now let's look at this Lapsouno backpack. This one departs from the suitcase layout and instead opens like a traditional backpack, just zipping all the way to the base instead of halfway. This backpack easily fits a week of my husband's extra large warm weather men's clothing or 10 days of my medium women's clothing. It has a USB attachment similar to the Taygeer and also has another USB pass-through in the backpack pocket. A few other fun features are a clip in the backpack pocket so you don't have to dig for your keys, and a laptop packet on the back of the clothing section so you've got extra padding to protect your laptop. But you also have to dig through the clothing section when you need to find your laptop. A downside to keep in mind is that if filled to capacity, this backpack doesn't even meet most overhead bin size restrictions, much less under seat restrictions. It just gets too wide. But it's the most backpacky of the group and has the largest capacity, and I love that it holds its shape whether it's full or empty. We're halfway through. If you've already found a backpack you want, there are links to each in the description below. Now let's look at the Bagsmart. This bag takes us back to a suitcase-style clothing pocket. It gives you 2 choices for your laptop. Either this padded pocket on the back, so it can be extra well padded by clothing and straps like the Lapsouno, but gives you a dedicated pocket so you don't have to go digging through the clothing section. Then there's also one in the front. This would be really nice if you had to bring several different electronics and didn't want them scratching each other, or you could just use either pocket for something else. I also love that it has a few included packing cubes so you can organize and maximize space. This bag is a little smaller than some of the others, fitting about 6 days of my husband's warm weather extra large clothing or about 8 days of mine. It also feels quite a bit less bulky than the others. This is my choice for best bag for traveling with technology. The Lumesner backpack is my personal favorite of the bunch. It has tons of extras we've seen in some of the other bags, including a waterproof pocket in the front, a USB attachment, and detachable straps that can zip into the pocket and transform it into a simple bag without drippable straps. It's got an extra large capacity and fits about a week of my husband's warm weather extra large clothing or 10 days of my medium women's clothing. In addition, it comes with 2 packing cubes, a toiletry bag and a shoe bag. My favorite thing about this bag is its super practical shape. It's slimmer than many of these bags and fits as an underseat personal item on many airlines. Definitely check your airline's guidelines before you go, though. This is a super high quality bag with premium zippers that don't catch. Plus, it's really cute. This is my choice for best overall travel backpack. Last, we have the Lovehook bag. This one offers some more stylish options than most of these bags. This definitely looks more like a fashion choice rather than a regular old backpack. I like the bling, but I'm not a fan of the metal zippers since they catch a little more than a regular zipper. But this bag makes up for impractical zippers with a bunch of other great features. It has a bunch of included packing cubes, including a toiletry bag and a shoe bag. It also has a built-in waterproof pocket for any toiletries or wet swimsuits that have potential to leak and ruin clothing. And I love that the laptop section is in the back with its own dedicated space and includes a separate pocket for a tablet. Its capacity is similar to the Bagsmart, fitting about 6 days of my husband's extra large warm weather clothing or 8 days of mine. The Lovehook gives you a more luxurious way to pack light. So there you go, 6 different brands, 8 different bags. If you've found the one that can go with you on your next adventure, there are links in the description below. I love all these bags, and you really can't go wrong no matter which you choose. Which one is your favorite?